we have just arrived in El Nido. We got the ferry from Coron to El Nido this morning. We got the 6 AM Montenegro ferry. It was absolutely fine. We were both really dreading it. We thought it'd be really hot, very wavy, and I thought I'd get very seasick. I even got some plastic bags ready to be sick because I know what I'm like. It was absolutely fine. I pretty much slept the whole way. It was air conditioned. We really set ourselves up for it to be awful, and then it was not bad at all. I think the hardest part was the security, like to get through onto the ferry. Basically they had to open every single one of our suitcases and search them, and all of our suitcases at this point are pretty much just dirty clothes and underwear, which is very embarrassing to get open in front of everyone. We also have 2 suitcases each, big suitcase, little suitcase, and a rucksack. So yeah, we were causing a pretty big queue behind us, but once we were through that, everything was smooth, everything was fine. They didn't weigh our cases. That was one thing we were worried about, because online it said 20 kilos, voucher we had, it said 15 kilos. I emailed them and was like, how strict is this? They said it wasn't strict at all, and yeah, they didn't weigh anything, but they did check every single bag. We are here for 3 nights as per the other islands we have been to. We are staying in Sea Cocoon Hotel. We actually really struggled to find a hotel here in like the perfect location, so we are right in the town. It's not noisy at all. However, I am filming this right below the aircon unit, so that might be noisy. We're right in the midst of everything. There's restaurants and bars. We just had our lunch. We were starving, so before we checked in, because we couldn't check in until literally just now, we went to a bar on the beach. It was like a Greek restaurant, and then we had some gelato. It is boiling. I think this is the hottest place we've been. Each place we've been, it's gone up by like a degree Celsius or 2 degrees Celsius. And then I think this afternoon we might head and do the canopy walk. Basically tomorrow we've got tour A booked, which is one of the famous tours, and you see beaches and the big lagoon. And then on our last day, I think we want to head to Napcan Beach, but it is quite a way out of the central El Nido town. So we're by El Nido Beach, which is like where everything is, where the ferry port is, but Napcan Beach is like a 45-minute drive. So we think we're going to spend our whole last day there, head there in the morning. So yeah, this is our final location in the Philippines, our final 3 days. We have done now Manila, Boracay, Cebu, Coron, and now we're in El Nido for the next 3 days, and that will finish off our 2 weeks going around the Philippines. Very fast paced, but it has been incredible. There he is. And also on the way here we did a couple of days in Dubai as well, so I should have a vlog from every place we have been up till now. Yeah, let's go explore El Nido. I'm gonna do a quick room tour because Jack wants to go to the toilet as per usual. So on the left hand side as you come in, we got the bathroom. We have this mirror, sink, toilet, pretty standard, and then shower over here. And then as you come round, all of our cases have just been brought up for us. We got mini fridge, bed, little table area over here, and then a balcony area. Oh, we've got a bug in the room. And then we've got some storage, TV, safe over here, and that is pretty much it. We've got some hanging space. We got a long mirror here. Here is our little balcony area. Little pool below. And look at that, you can kind of see the sea over there. Not amazing, but it will do. We have just come to do the canopy walk. We're going to be going up to a viewpoint which basically looks over El Nido and El Nido Beach, so basically where we're staying, but we get to see it from higher up, so very excited. We've got our little harnesses on. I'm back in the hotel room by the noisy aircon. Look at the state of me. That was hard work. I don't know how much footage I got because I started filming as we were going over the canopy walk and over like the hanging bridge, and then I realized it was really wobbly and I didn't want to drop my camera, so probably didn't get anything of us climbing up, but I think Jack tried to film me coming down. It was hot, it was sweaty. I think it cost us 430 pesos each to do. It really didn't take very long. The walk up was probably like 10 minutes if that, but it was such a beautiful view. I think it's so worth doing. Philippines. There's two different types you can do. There's one that's like a spider's web, or you can do the canopy walk, or you can combine them. We just did the canopy walk, but it was great and the view was amazing, and there was no clouds in the sky, so I got some really good pictures. It is now 20 to 4. We literally just popped back to the room because they took a little picture of us and we got it printed, but they actually sent them all on WhatsApp. But we came back in to bring this back, and then I think we're going to just pop down to the beach, El Nido Beach, literally 2 seconds around the corner from where we're staying. We love this town already. It is a lot easier to walk around than it was in Coron. The roads are not as manic as the roads in Coron. There are trikes going up and down, but for some reason it just feels a lot safer than the one long strip in Coron we were walking down. I honestly feel like I'm looking more and more disheveled as the holiday is going on, but we're going to head out for dinner. Jack has just got back from a massage. He saw some markets on the way back, so I think we're gonna head there. Is the next day. We have our full day island hopping tour of El Nido today. There are lots of different tours you can do, and they're named A, B, C, D, and then there's a couple of other ones, but we are going with the famous tour A, which includes the big lagoon, or I think you can choose small lagoon instead. We will decide today. And also some beaches, some snorkel spots, so pretty similar to the other tours we've been doing on other islands. I'll leave the link to the tour we're doing in the description. Absolutely can't wait. This is our final tour while we're in the Philippines, and we're ending it with a bang. We booked the private tour A through Lagoon Adventure Tours, and this cost us 11,099 pesos, which is around £161, and this included transfers, environmental fees, entrance fees and kayak rental for the day. The first stop of the tour was Big Lagoon, which is probably the most famous spot in El Nido and top of most people's Philippines bucket lists. It's located on the eastern side of Minilok Island and can only be accessed by a boat. Tour A is the only tour that operates trips to the Big Lagoon, which is why it's so popular. We kayaked through the entrance of crystal clear waters, which led to the giant lagoon surrounded by incredible limestone cliffs. The deep blue waters inside the lagoon were beautiful. Our lovely tour guide came with us to help us kayak, which was really appreciated and meant he also got to take some lovely photos for us. The next stop of our tour was meant to be Secret Lagoon, however because this was so crowded at the time, our guide took us to a smaller hidden lagoon instead. From the boat you couldn't see the lagoon, but from the water we squeezed through a small hole in the limestone wall and it opened up into this incredible small pool of water, completely surrounded by cliffs. We then headed to Shimizu Island, which is another island that can only be accessed by a boat and generally is known for its snorkeling. This was amazing, and if you look closely you can see we saw a little family of clownfish, which I found so exciting. Our final two stops of the tour were two separate beach stops. We first headed to Payong Payong Beach, where we had another amazing lunch which was cooked on the back of our boat. If you haven't seen my Coron vlog where we had a similar style lunch, definitely check it out. We then headed to Seven Commandos Beach, but our guide suggested sitting on Papaya Beach right next to it to avoid the tour crowds. This was such a beautiful white sandy beach and it was so relaxing chilling on here for a couple of hours. We are at the final stop of our island tour at Seven Commandos Beach. Actually no, I think we're at Papaya Beach. Seven Commandos Beach is on the other side of the rock. We're actually quite early. I think it's just gone 1:30. I think it's just quicker doing the tour when there's only two of you because you're not waiting around for people, so it obviously doesn't take us long to get anywhere. We're going to chill here for a couple of hours and then I think we're going to head back from here. It is now our final day in El Nido, which is our final day in the Philippines before our very manic 3 flights home tomorrow. Yesterday we had an amazing day exploring El Nido on Tour A. We were really lucky we got into the lagoons whilst it was quite quiet before all of the boats got in. Just as we were leaving each lagoon, it started to get busy, so we had the most incredible views. I think my favourite place was definitely Big Lagoon, which is the very famous picturesque lagoon that if you probably Google El Nido, that will come up. Yesterday was much more of a laid back tour than the one we did in Coron, because in Coron we had 7 stops and yesterday we only had 5 stops, so we had a lot longer at each place. It was a lot more chill, and again had a lovely massive lunch and stuffed our faces like we did in Coron. As I said, I'll leave the link to the tour in the description. We did have a bit of an issue with them turning up late. They actually arrived 45 minutes after they told us to be in the reception, so that was a bit frustrating, but the day itself made up for it. There are lots of different providers of the El Nido Tour A and all the other tours. You can also book them while you're out here, but we did similar to what we did in Thailand. We pre-booked our tours just to make sure we had them for the days we were here, because obviously we're only at each location for 2 to 3 days. So yeah, our final day today, we are going to head to Nap Cam Beach, which is about 45-minute drive away. We wasn't sure whether to stay on Nap Cam Beach, which is a very famous, beautiful beach in El Nido, or to stay where we are in El Nido town. We are so pleased we ended up staying here. When we were booking, I think we actually preferred one of the hotels or some of the hotels in Nap Cam Beach, but we wanted to be within the town. One, because it's close to the ferry port, so when we got here, we literally got here in a matter of minutes. And 2, because there's like lots of restaurants and bars and there's a lot more going on here. It has been brilliant staying right in the centre of it. It hasn't been noisy at all because we're a little bit around the corner, but it is so easy just to walk out of the hotel and there'll be restaurants and bars on your doorstep. Also, the beach is on our doorstep. We are so pleased we ended up staying here. However, we do have a full day to spend on Nap Cam Beach today. I think we're pretty much going to chill. We're going to see what's going on there. There are also restaurants and bars there, but obviously it's a bit out of the way of the main hub. I think today is the last day I'm going to vlog, because tomorrow we basically have 3 flights. We fly to Manila from El Nido to Manila in the morning, then we have like a 6 to 8 hour gap before our flights in the evening. We fly to Dubai and then fly from Dubai to London, so very big travel day. We decided to leave it all in one day rather than leave tonight and split it up, just because it's just one day of manic stress rather than bringing it forward till tonight.
We got the shuttle service to Nap Cam from our hotel, which cost us 600 pesos each for a round trip. This was definitely much better than sitting on a bumpy trike without aircon. The beach was absolutely stunning, stretching for over 4 kilometers, and it's very clear why it's one of the most popular beaches in all of Palawan. We spent the day chilling around Sunmay Sunset Restaurant, which was close to where we were dropped off, and I definitely recommend if you're on the beach for the day.
We're currently at Manila Airport. I hope you can hear me, it's quite noisy in here. We have completed one of our 3 flights. So we flew from El Nido to Manila this morning, and then we have 2 more flights later on, but we've got quite a big gap here, so we're just chilling for the moment. I didn't really finish the El Nido vlog. So we went to Nap Cam Beach, which we've been calling Nap Cam for the whole vlog, so sorry about that. We realised when we got there was a sign that said Nap Cam, and I'm literally googling it now to check I'm right. There isn't loads going on there. It pretty much confirmed what we thought. We were really pleased that we ended up staying in El Nido town, and I definitely recommend it if you are going to El Nido for like a short period of time and you want to do a tour, you're getting there via ferry. I'd say stay in El Nido town because it is a much easier base to stay at. So yeah, anyway, this is the end of the Philippine vlog. So we should have a Manila, Boracay, Cebu, Coron and El Nido vlog. So 5 Philippines vlogs plus the Dubai vlog on the way here. A little sad it's over, but also so excited to get back to Tili as per usual. Really hope this shows that you can travel the world, you can see places, travel around without having to take months and years off of work.